count of the last one.
This is the Pontiac High School Lacrosse Game of the Week today from Ridgewood, New Jersey, one of the hotbeds of lacrosse in the Garden State. It is a way of life here in Ridgewood, and the Maroons today take on the Lions of West Islip in a big tri-state mega matchup. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno, and welcome to Ridgewood on a beautiful May afternoon. The Ridgewood Maroons, as we mentioned, one of the top public school programs in New Jersey, but they step up today against one of the top teams in the tri-state area, the Lions of West Islip. Alongside on the call of the game is Jimmy Cavallo. And Jim, great to be here in Ridgewood today. So much great tradition and history.
It is great, Louie. I mean, how great is it that the Pontiac Lacrosse Game of the Week has rolled for the first time ever into the city of Ridgewood, New Jersey, and this is one of the great lacrosse towns in America. I mean, when kids are born in Ridgewood, they go from the crib with a pacifier in their hand to the lacrosse fields with a stick in the hand. They love lax here.
As we mentioned, though, quite a challenge for the Maroons today as they take on the two-time defending New York State Class A champion West Islip Lions, and leading the way for the Lions, super sophomore Nikki Galasso.
Memo to the Maroons defense: you better know where number 5 is at all times when you're taking on West Islip. Every 10 or 15 years, a special one comes down the pike. That's just what slick Nick Galasso is. Just a sophomore, and he can do it all. We know he can score. You know what West Islip does? They move the ball around. They get the defense moving, and that's just when number 5 steps into the fold, and he can put it into the back of the net, and the numbers are there to prove it.
Galasso's numbers are just super this year. 38 goals on the season, 43 assists. He is a scoring machine. Well, in a game like this, Ridgewood needs some leadership, and the leadership on the field comes from their captain, Chris Peterson. He's an outstanding player, and today he'll need to step it up against a tough West Islip defense.
Mike Pounds, the head coach of Ridgewood's been coaching lacrosse for 25 years. He said of Chris Peterson, he just might be the best leader I have ever coached in my entire career. There is nothing that this guy can't do. He can score, he can feed. He is the emotional leader of this team, rallies his team around every corner, and that's why he's heading off to Hobart next year. He's a player.
Well, Chris Peterson doing an outstanding job for the Maroons this year with 26 goals and 20 assists on the season. Again, he's the captain of this team, and in a big mega matchup like this, he's going to need to step it up. So Ridgewood takes on West Islip on a glorious day here in northern New Jersey, and we'll be back with the opening face-off in just a few moments here on the Pontiac Lacrosse Game of the Week.
Quick shot and a goal. Galasso put it in the back of the goal.
What does the Buick Pontiac GMC Spring Collection mean to you? Better highway fuel efficiency than your typical 8-passenger SUV. The most fuel-efficient 5-door in its class. And the best available V8 fuel economy in a full-size pickup. The Buick Pontiac GMC Spring Collection. Current GM owners get a low-mileage lease on the 2008 Pontiac G6 sedan for around $179 a month. Call for residency restrictions and details. The Spring Collection. Visit dealsonpontiac.com.
Designed to feed New York's hungry, the City Harvest Truck rescues 57,000 pounds of unused food and distributes it throughout the 5 boroughs every day. But it can't move without your support. Get behind the wheel. Donate at cityharvest.org today.
This is where boyhood dreams took flight. A place Hulkamania ran wild, and where great ones came to electrify. This is Madison Square Garden, and these are the WWE superstars who made it classic. Wednesday at 8 p.m., it's all new episodes of Madison Square Garden Classics, hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund. WWE presents Madison Square Garden Classics, where legends were born, champions were crowned, and moments live forever.
The Lions of West Islip have made the long bus trip from Long Island to take on these guys, the Ridgewood Maroons, here on the Pontiac High School Lacrosse Game of the Week here from the hotbed of lacrosse in northern New Jersey in Ridgewood. And the Pontiac High School Lacrosse Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Maverick Lacrosse, the game, the life, and by sportsgist.com, connecting athletes with experts. And Jimmy, West Islip's Lions come in on top of the world.
No doubt about it. They are the back-to-back defending New York State Class A champs. It was just a year ago up in Syracuse. They were taking on the standard for high school lacrosse in New York. West Genesee, the Wildcats came in and said, hey, we may not have won the title in 06, but 07 is going to be our year. Somebody forgot to tell Brian Caulfield that because the Albany Bounder just put on a show. Look at him posting up along the crease, turns it back inside. Forget about it. Caulfield and West Islip rock the Wildcats of West Genesee, and they win their second crown in 2 years running. West Islip, they are your defending Class A champs, and there's their head coach.
Their head coach is Scott Craig.
And the West Islip graduate, and of course roaming the sidelines today on this spectacular day in Ridgewood, New Jersey, MSG's Maggie Gray.
Lacrosse Day here in Ridgewood, New Jersey. A perfect day for West Islip to come and play the Maroons for the very first time. And both coaches jumped at the opportunity for this game when they found out they had time in the schedule. For the Lions and Scott Craig, they wanted a long bus trip, about 2 hours to get here from Long Island. They said that they wanted his young guys to get that experience, especially with the playoffs coming up in case they have to play games that go even further. For the Maroons, they've had close losses against the elite teams in New Jersey, Mountain Lakes, Del Barton, Chatham. They think this is the perfect time to test themselves against a New York powerhouse. And guys, maybe get a W against a nationally ranked team. Back to you.
Yeah, both these coaches, Maggie, are going to need their keepers to play well. How about our Pontiac goalies on the Pontiac Game of the Week? And there's Ryan Zaremba, the outstanding junior goalie who has just been stellar. West Islip comes in with a record of 12-1 on the season, and Zaremba, just a great lacrosse kid. He has such ability to stop the ball for West Islip. And there, for the Ridgewood Maroons, Colin Gable, the Scranton-bound 3-year starter, the rare 3-year starter for the Ridgewood Maroons. Colin Gable took over for Tommy Albano, who's now at Springfield. Little unorthodox, he's a former defender, but now in between the pipes, he has been rock solid as Ridgewood has posted 10 wins on the season. See him shaking hands with Nicky Galasso. He'll see a lot of number 5 today on the Pontiac Lacrosse Game of the Week.
And there's no question that the Maroons will need a big effort from Colin Gable here today against this sharpshooting, high-scoring West Islip squad.
I like that shot of Maggie Gray there. It's Lax Day here at Ridgewood, everybody. How do you like that? Maggie had all the little juniors, the boys and the girls. They've been playing lacrosse here all morning. One of the great junior programs in America. How about this number, folks? You think your junior program has got some kids? Over 500 kids participate in Ridgewood lacrosse at the youth level.
Well, we are just about ready to go here on Ridgewood Lacrosse Day. Look at your officials, Zellman, David Field, and Kevin Woods. And on the turf field, we begin Ridgewood in their home white, trimmed with maroon, and West Islip in the road blue and gold. And off the face-off, a violation against Ridgewood, so West Islip goes on offense first.
Very important here for Ridgewood, Lou. You know, they've had 3 tough losses on the season against superior opponents. They lost to Del Barton by a goal, to Chatham by 2 goals, and to Mountain Lakes by 2 goals. They got to slug it out early with West Islip and prove they could hang with one of New York State's best programs.
No question, Jim. Those 3 losses by a total of 5 goals to 3 of the top programs in the state of New Jersey. Ridgewood almost there, but the Maroons just unable to get over the hump. Galasso loses the handle, now flips it. Beautiful pass by Galasso inside to Ed Plumpin, who puts it in, and West Islip has a 1-0 lead.
Well, I love to call him Easy Ed because you know what he does, folks? He makes it look easy. Great recognition. Watch Galasso. Kind of draws the defense, turns it back, and now he's looking for Plompa. You see Plompa just kind of roaming on top of the box. Big right-handed shot. You cannot give a guy like Eddie Plompin space. He'll head off the CW post next year, and Plompin, not even a minute into this contest. First possession of West Islip. They already got 1 on the board.
So the Lions take an early 1-0 lead. Ball loose on the ground. Ground ball picked up by West Islip, and a push against the Lions. It'll be Ridgewood possession. Chris Peterson will get it cranked up here for Ridgewood. The captain last year, 38 goals and 26 assists.
Special goal there for Plompin too, 50th of the season. So what a great plateau for Eddie Plompin. A lot of time left in this season too. He's already got 50 up on the board, Lewis.
Let's see if Ridgewood can answer here, Jim. Here's Peterson. Makes a nice move, gets around the defender momentarily, but then it's poked away. Nice play by John Giglia of West Islip.
Well, it's one of those days for Ridgewood. You come in with an agenda, you have to score. You know you're not going to shut down West Islip. You're going to have to prove you could shoot it out with them a little bit and then get the big goals late to get a victory.
Ridgewood very patient around the perimeter here. Kevin Vaughn trying to edge his way around the crease.
Vaughn is their guy too. I mean, this is a special talent. Number 12, Kevin Vaughn.
Shot wide by Ryan Pollock. Tried to go low and zipped it past the pipe. Kevin Vaughn cranks it up for the Maroons. Makes a nice move and then kind of slings it past. That one goes off the top of the stick of Ryan Zaremba.
Well, it's a great play. Mike Giordano caught the shot in midair, and he swooped right in on Zaremba, and Zaremba comes up huge. Watch the shot here, and picking it up and firing one is Giordano, but Zaremba goes up top and stones him.
2 minutes gone by in this first quarter, and West Islip has a 1-0 lead. Mike Giordano takes it behind the net, now flips it back to Jordan Carinas. They come all the way back up top to Chris Peterson. Vaughn and Peterson, the two big offensive weapons for this Ridgewood team. Pollock. Back to Vaughn, loses the handle momentarily, then double team. Islip really packing it in defensively here.
Typical Ridgewood. They want to motion their offense, get that defense moving. They've always had kids with stick skills, just trying to get him into that ultimate position.
Giordano double teamed, has it whacked away from him. Good defensive play by Tom Gordon.
Yeah, Tommy coming in with the pole, senior defender, heading off to Geneseo next year, but Ridgewood gets it back.
Maroons have had possession for over a minute here. Nowhere to go for Kevin Vaughn.
Keep him right, get up right, keep him right.
That pass off the stick of Vaughn as Chris Peterson misfires. Ball still on the ground, being poked at, still loose, and the ground ball picked up by the Lions.
Yeah, it was Gordon again off the ground ball. Quickly West Islip now. Look to get into a little transition. On the move now is Eddie Hodgson.
Hodgson brings it up on the right wing, and he flips it behind to Galasso. Rocket shot put in. Oh, what a shot there by John Rushton. Actually, it was 32, not 23. 32, and that's Ed Plompin.
Yeah, easy Ed. Once again, you know the name of the game in lacrosse. You give the assassins some room to get their hands free and get a look at the keeper, and your goalie has no chance. That's just what happens here. Look at Plompin. You cannot let Eddie Plompin wind up and crank it home point blank on your keeper. No chance for the goalie right there, and it's 2-0 for West Islip. Eddie Plompin, number 51 on the season.
2 goals here in the first 4 minutes of this contest for Plompin. West Islip has a 2-zip lead.
Good job on the face-off, though, by Ridgewood.
Jim, this is what Ridgewood cannot allow to happen, though. They need a goal here desperately to stay in the game. They can't let West Islip get off to a 3, 4, 5 goal lead.
Well, phase one is mission accomplished, Lou, when you talk about, well, you were just speaking about not letting them run out. They won the face-off. They got possession now. Just got to find a way to turn these possessions into points.
Here comes Kevin Vaughn. Vaughn with some good speed. He rockets one that goes just wide of the goal.
Love to watch Kevin Vaughn play. Senior attackman heading to Harvard, so athletic. most dynamic athlete in Ridgewood lacrosse that they've had in a while. Nothing Kevin Vaughn can't do on the lacrosse field. You will hear number 12 all day long on the Pontiac Game of the Week.
Here's Vaughn again with possession. He flips it back. Sam Diss. Giordano all the way back up top to Peterson. This being checked heavily by Nick Sestaro.
Watch the cut! Watch the cut! Tell me we on!
See, so far, Lou, Ridgewood is unable to get inside on this West Islip defense. Every look they've had is from 20 yards out. And that's just what the Lions want to do. Take everything from the outside. Keep you off the doorstep.
Peterson tries to angle, but too many defenders there. He goes across the field, but off the stick of Giordano. Giordano fires it wide.
Another tough angle shot by Mike G, but just trying to be aggressive. Junior attackman, real good finisher for the Maroons of Ridgewood, trying to make something happen. And his teammates are there to back it up.
So 6 minutes and 29 seconds remain here in Ridgewood. The score, West Islip 2, Ridgewood nothing, here on the Pontiac High School Lacrosse Game of the Week.
Check out our new low prices on designer suits now at K&G. Choose from our wide selection of men's 100% wool designer suits starting at just $99.99, or our ladies designer suits starting at just $49.99. K&G Fashion Superstore. For men, for women, for less.
Selling your car, truck, or motorcycle can be a nightmare. Big Bucks Auto, it's easy. Call 888-44-BUCKS or go to BigBucksAuto.com. Drive in for your free cash appraisal. We'll buy your car within 20 minutes, even if it's leased or financed. We do all the paperwork. It's simple. No costly ads or psychos coming to your home. No bait and switch trade-ins and not knowing what you're really getting for your car. Don't sell or trade your vehicle until you call Big Bucks Auto. 888-44-BUCKS.
Check out our new low prices on designer suits now at K&G. Choose from our wide selection of men's 100% wool designer suits starting at just $99.99, or our ladies designer suits starting at just $49.99. K&G Fashion Superstore. For men, for women, for less.
The Pontiac High School Lacrosse Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Maverick Lacrosse. The game, the life.
Big week for our buddies from the New York Titans. The NLL playoffs are underway, Lou. New York taking on Minnesota, and one of the best players on the planet. He might be the world's greatest player, Casey Powell. And Powell was doing his thing once again. Earlier that week, Coach Adam Mueller named NLL Coach of the Year, the Les Bartley Award. And in this game, it's all New York, an 11-8 finish. The Titans are moving on.
And right here, it's 2-0. West Islip on top. Shot taken by Ridgewood, but the save by Zaremba. Ball still loose. Picked up by the Maroons. There's a shot. Score! Jordan Carina set it up, and Sam Mueller put it in.
Just good recognition by Maroons. They had West Islip out of position defensively, and some quick passing turns into a goal. Watch it once again. Off the loose ball, West Islip is caught out in the boondocks, and look right in front of Sammy Mueller setting up the junior attackman. Does such a good job for the Maroons with or without the ball. He will draw the attention of the defense, but Sam I am has Ridgewood on the board.
And the Maroons desperately needed that goal. It's now a 2-1 game. And a push from behind is going to give it back to Ridgewood. Now a penalty flag is thrown, and this could be a penalty against West Islip.
It is going to be a 30-second penalty. It's going against Corey Clifford, so Scotty Craig boys will be a man down just for 30 seconds. You see Corey, senior midi, outstanding player.
It looked like a little unsportsmanlike conduct penalty afterwards as Clifford kind of flipped the ball after the whistle. Official threw the flag, so Ridgewood a man up. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Yeah, good opportunity coming off a goal. Be aggressive now if you're the Maroons.
Here's Muller, looked like he wanted to pull the trigger. Kevin Vaughn works it around. They try to go in front, trying to set up Giordano, and it goes off his stick. Just 4 seconds left, and West Islip actually will take over possession.
Yeah, it was a good look to Giordano right in front of the crease. Try to put a little quick stick on it, but just couldn't get a piece of that one. So West Islip now go back on the attack. This will kill off the penalty. And the Lions, through the first 7 minutes of this first quarter, they've been efficient. They've taken 2 shots, both of them by Eddie Pompin. Both of them were goals.
The Lions bring it up now into the attacking zone as we approach 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. And West Islip has a 2-1 lead. Shane Craig tries to wrap around, tried to pass it in front, but he actually hit the back of the pipe, back of the crossbar, and it bounced back to him.
Yeah. Good job by Shane to grab it back, keep this possession alive.
Lions work it around very briskly. Nicky Galasso back to Craig. Craig flips it back. Ridgewood with some impressive aggressive checking here. Ben Petraglia with some good stick work.
Galasso with a deep shot. Gable was all over it.
There's a shot wide. Tough angle there for Chris Messina.
Yeah, Colin Gable standing strong now in between the pipes.
There's Galasso, picks it up on the left wing.
This is where he's most dangerous, though, when he's using the eyes.
Tried to set it up in front, and Ridgewood got a stick on it to knock it away.
You know, when a guy's got 80 points in just 13 games, you're thinking he probably's got 50 goals. No. Galasso, he's more of a 40-40 type player. Complete attackman, as complete as they come for a sophomore in America.
Galasso way up top now. Sends it behind the goal to Craig. Across the way to Andrew Hodgson. And then back outside to Messina.
Very settled, patient possession here by West Islip. Just trying to get into the rhythm of their offense now.
Here's a brilliant pass inside and a beautiful save by Gable.
Gable stepping out that time, Colin, to Max Sticks off the quick cut. Here come the Maroons running.
Craig took the shot off the pass by Galasso, and Gable came up big. 3 minutes, 10 seconds winding down here in this first quarter. And Ridgewood looking for the tying goal. Here's Peterson, shoots it wide.
Try to go off stick side and low. Zaremba saw it all the way. And as we said before, congratulations to the Titans. You see, coach named Coach of the Year, Coach Mueller. And New York with a good victory over Minnesota as they continue their quest in the playoffs. Casey Powell with those 4 goals. And the Titans, a force to be reckoned with in the NLL.
Ryan Pollock. Ridgewood trying to show that maybe they're a force to be reckoned with here, staying with West Islip here in this first quarter.
They've always been a force, the Ridgewood Maroons.
There's a shot and a save by Zaremba.
Zaremba got a good look at that one.
Sam Disk took the shot for the Maroons. Comes West Islip quickly up the field, but that pass is low, and the ground ball scooped up by Pat Kiernan.
Kiernan, able-bodied junior defender, such a tough kid. And look, he gets the offense in motion with a good ground ball.
Peterson trying to run the fast break. Back to Peterson on the give and go. Bounces it, but it's deflected out in front.
Great collapse by the defense there of West Islip. That looked like a nice opportunity for Ridgewood.
And that call goes against the Lions. So the Maroons will keep possession with 1:54 remaining in the first. And a timeout taken by the Maroons. So Mike Pounds wants to set something up here.
Yeah, Pounds in his 6th year, Montclair High School graduate, great goalie in his time, led Montclair to the New Jersey State Championship over Columbia in his senior year. And you see his winning percentage, .750. They just got a great guy in Mike Pounds. Was at Cortland State as a college head coach and then decided to go back to high school. After his Montclair days, he played at Springfield College. And he played under, when he was at Montclair, he played under the legend Gil Gibbs. Now the Gibbs division is named after legendary coach Gil Gibbs. And Mike Pounds said to me this week, It's why I'm a coach. When you play under a guy like Gil Gibbs, he has an impact on you, and you want to become a leader of young men on the lacrosse field. And right now, he has seen his team survive early because he's getting good play from his goalie. I mean, watch this here. This is Ridgewood putting on some firepower, but the keeper, of course, is right there, Colin Gable. And Gable head off to Scranton next year, and Scranton's getting a good keep. You see Gable head straight up, staring the shooters right down. Colin Gable's had a good first quarter here.
Gable with 3 saves here in this first period, keeping his team in the game. They're down by 1. Looking to get the tying score here with 1:50 remaining in the first.
And these are days for Colin Gable that he's kind of his career has led him to a day like this. 3-year starter, very rare 3-year starter for Ridgewood to have a guy in the pipes as a sophomore. And you got to feel good about their situation now. He's a veteran. He's seasoned. You know, he's seen what it takes when you play Mountain Lakes and Del Barton.
Kevin Vaughn trying to spin around the crease, but nobody home. Has to come all the way up top now to Muller. Down to 1:15 remaining in the first. Muller flips it behind to Vaughn. On to Peterson. Peterson now trying to make a move as he surveys the field in front. He lets it fly, and it's bounced into the stick of Zaremba.
Looked like Johnny Giglia on defense there. Good recovery by Giglia.
Ground ball picked up by the Maroons. Ridgewood doing a very good job on the loose ground balls. Here's Vaughn. Lets it fly. He kind of went underhand that time, like a submarine shot, and it went up over the crossbar.
Yeah, good back checking that time by Ridgewood. Caused the turnover. They wanted to get into Kevin Vaughn's hand. You see Vaughn, Lou, he's chomping at the bit to put one in the back of the cage. See our shots on goal here. Ridgewood 9-6 over West Islip, but they still trail by 1. Let's see what they have left in the final 30 seconds here of the first quarter.
Kevin Vaughn with just 25 seconds left here in the period. Vaughn moving against Mike McCormick.